Hello, Afi.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so Tina leaves in 7 minutes. So we will finish the functions and then we will. I think. Would you guys like to do what the project as an assignment? It's on the site. You can copy the code and play with it. Then I just want you to. I'll ask a few questions that you guys can try to see if you can make it do that as an assignment. Then we can look at it when we come back on Wednesday, because I believe you can do it. With what we've covered, you guys will be able to do it. Do you want us to do that or no?
That's fine.
Okay, good. Thank you. So now we are moving to something called arrow functions. Arrow functions. So like this one is very nice. It's just a shorthand. Like if you have a function that doesn't contain a lot of code, like this one here, it just contains one line of code. You can do it on just you can write it on a line, right? So one line like that. So like you have a function that squares any number you give it. So you can just say constant square equals x. So this is in this case, this is the parameter. And then you put this sign over here. And this sign is acting as the block of the code. Just use this sign and then say x by x. So this allows you to write one function in a straight line, just one line. Very simplified way. So now once you call your square and you put a number there, it's going to multiply that number by itself and give you the value of 49. So here what we are just assigning whatever value it gives you into a new variable. You can print it if you want, okay? Okay, so now when I say invoking a function, what does that mean? We have only 5 minutes.
Calling it out.
Calling.
Calling it, perfect. Calling the function means invoking the function. So now there is something called IIFE. This one, IIFE, this one means immediately invoked function. How does that sound? Immediately invoked function expressions. Like it is a function that calls itself immediately. It's a function that you don't have to call it. It will call itself. So this is the syntax here. It has to be a nameless function. It means it has no name. Then all you have to do is to just put it in a bracket like this, wrap the whole function in a bracket like that. And then this is the keyword here, this. This bracket, open bracket, close, is a command that calls the function. So I'm so happy that we made it to this place, because in many libraries that are used for development, every code will be wrapped in a function like this. Whatever code it is, just wrap it in a function like this. And all that it means is that that code is going to call itself. You don't need to call it anywhere. So for instance, if I put console.log, calling myself, is this going to work? No, because what is calling myself? We don't know what it is. But as soon as you do this, then we know it's a string, right? Okay, so now if I execute this code, we're gonna see this, even though we didn't call the function. We are calling the function, but we didn't do it in isolation. So there's a syntax. We may have written some code that we didn't comment out at the top there. So if there's a syntax error, it's not going to run. Yeah, you see, there is something crucial about what just happened. Look at the error. The error of the code is at the bottom here, but still, it didn't work. In some programming, it will start from the top, so it will keep going down until it gets to the error, then it will break. But you can see JavaScript is not like that, because it will compile the whole code. it compiles the whole code first, and then it will interpret the code line by line. Don't worry about it if you don't know what it means. It's just an information. Maybe in an interview, they may ask you, but the more senior you become, the more you pay attention to these things. See, calling myself, it was printed. So this is the key here. Immediately invoked function expressions. So it doesn't matter, whatever we put in here would execute just because we wrote it this way. It's just a very scary looking syntax, but so after that, you can see that we are done with functions. There is nothing more to functions in JavaScript. We've seen it all. And I just entreat you to go through this code. I keep saying that these tutorials are very well written. I'm very, very proud of it. So just go through it and make sure that you understand things from there. So the assignment for you is this. We go back to multi-dimensional arrays. At the bottom over there, there is this code there. I said, practice the following code. And you just have to copy this and create a file like I did in the other video and paste it there, execute it the way I did it, and see the results. And after that, look at the code and try to see if you can understand why the code is doing what it is doing. The fact that we are calling the function here, and after we call this function, it's able to call other functions also to get the job done. So right now, if you answer one question and you don't get it correctly, it doesn't let you try again. So you can try to see if you can do try again somewhere so that you can say try again. You can keep trying until you get a correct answer, and then you move to the next question. So just go through the code and see if you can convince yourself why this code is able to produce that kind of output that we saw. Okay. So that being said, do you have any questions for me? I mean, improve this code as much as you can, because for each, we've seen for each before. So just go back to the code and stuff if you have to. Do you have any questions for me, please?
No.
No.
Okay, so then we can call it day. I'll see you all on Wednesday evening, and thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Do the
Yeah.
homework, okay? Please do the homework. If you are having trouble, you want to call me during the week, please do it, but try to do it, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mhm.